So Vanderbilt will be back to receive. Zirkle will kick it off. He's got it at the 35. And here we go, Georgia and Vanderbilt. We are underway. And a fair catch is called right at the goal line. That was Jaden McGowan, who's electric. Last week, Georgia had 3 sacks against Kentucky. Kirby Smart was happy about that. They get their first sack here. It'll be second down and 12 from midfield. In motion is Ball, the tight ends. And Seals will fake the handoff, zips it. His pass is complete. Humphreys into the open field, inside the 5. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. A step in the right direction. 49 yards. Listen, they've been shut out the last 2 games against Georgia.
I just told you, watch Humphreys mill your screen. It's just an in-breaking route. It's a miscommunication by the Bulldog defense. Nobody was covering Humphreys, and he also can fly. I just talked about these receivers Vanderbilt has. Humphreys also ran a 10.600 in high school. He's only a true freshman.
Wow.
Had to bounce outside, and Barr was right there.
Yeah, here's the thing. They were talking about the run game, how they had to be better at it. They also have to be better on third downs. Beck working out of the gun. McConkey is in. He's in the slot down at the bottom of your screen, closest to the line. Beck looking to throw, looking left. He's hit. He lost the football. DeCosmo came in and made the hit. He knocked it loose, and Vanderbilt recovers. Sewell fell on top of it. Wow, Aeneas DeCosmo.
I mean, you could not possibly have a better start if you're Vanderbilt. Watch DeCosmo come off the edge. They also brought pressure from that side. So DeCosmo comes in, he gets the strip, and I think he might have help from Sewell to pick it up. Trust, the guy I was just talking about, whiffed on DeCosmo. And we talked about the anatomy of an upset. Tom, get a big explosive play, get a turnover. Vanderbilt is 2 for 2 already.
They'll get it with great field position. It'll be first down for the 32-yard line.
Great point on the field and time in the game to take a shot if you have one you like if you're Vandy.
Last 10 turnovers converted into 17 points. Seals in trouble. He's rolling the pocket, throws on the run toward the goal line, and it is dropped. Shepard tried to come back and make a circus catch. He's fortunate that wasn't picked off.
Seals threw it up for grabs. There's a little bit of contact there. I mean, Bullard was kind of holding on to Shepard right there in the end zone. That's how much faith they have on Shepard, throwing him the ball in the end zone in double coverage.
All right, so Vanderbilt wins versus top 10 teams. The last one came in 2007 against South Carolina.
Some more yards to give it a shot.
Play clock was down to 1. Seals, pressure's coming. Pocket collapses, throws. Pass is complete. He has McGowan on the near side. So to the 29-yard line. Now, what do you do here on fourth down?
Interesting decision right now for Clark Lee. He told us he likes kicking field goals from about the 30-yard line and in, depending on the distance to go on fourth down. I think you got to try to keep the momentum you have right now, right? You got to try to go up 2 scores after that strip sack and fumble.
Yeah, so Borchilla's on for the field goal attempt. 6 of 7 so far this year. This will be a 47-yard field goal attempt. He was booting them from 51 in practice earlier today. Good snap, good hole. Kick is on its way. It does not have enough. It looked like it hit a wall and just came on down. Again, that's the open end of the stadium. So with 8:38 to play here in the first quarter, Vanderbilt on top 7-0. Under 8 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Bowers in motion, will line up as the H-back. Oh, it's fumbled. Beck lost the football, was picked up by his offensive lineman, Van Pran, and Ross Tucker, you're going to love that.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? It's a fumbled quarterback snap that the center picks up and runs. Watch the center, Van Pran. He never got it up.
Wow.
He never got the ball up. Nobody from Vandy jumps on it.
And he palmed it.
They're on his legs, and Van Pran, the big man, jumps over the D tackle,
wow,
breaks a tackle, busts out a spin move, and that's Georgia's longest run of the day.
That's tremendous. So first down to the 44-yard line. They hand the ball off. It's Edwards, and Edwards has the edge, stumbles, gets his bearings. Oh, he makes one man miss. What a move down to the 35-yard line. They'll mark him at the 36. It was Riley who got juked.
I want to give up the big play. Beck's going to have to stay patient and keep throwing the underneath stuff.
Kendall Milton checks it. He's in motion out of the backfield. Beck looking toward the middle, looking toward the end zone. Rosamie-Jacksaint, he overthrows him. That's a good sign that he's back in. It'll be incomplete. It'll be third down. Milton stays in the game for Georgia on third down. Beck hands the ball off. Milton right up the middle, inside the 20 to the 15, trying to get to the outside, stumbles inside the 5, and he's out of bounds close to the 2-yard line. Kendall Milton and Edwards both are getting healthier, and that is a huge boost for Georgia.
Well, and watch the linebacker. The linebacker just fell for Vanderbilt. That was supposed to be right there.
And a little bit of the tush push here by Beck, and Beck is into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They just follow that big offensive line to the left side. He's big and he's physical also.
7's responsible for a gap. Ashmore stole that gap from the Georgia Bulldogs. That's how you get a successful run.
And with his chicken legs, he's able to do as much as he can right there. He hands the ball off to Cheek. Seals does. Nothing's doing. Boy, there was a wall that was up there. Dumas Johnson was there. Christian Miller was there as well. It's a loss of 1.
That's another one where if Seals had the option to pull the ball, he probably would have been better off there. Dumas Johnson, just so explosive. Really, both their linebackers starting for the second year have been really impressive when you watch them. The strength of the Georgia defense right now is their off-the-ball linebackers and their safeties. Big third down here for Vandy. Let's see if Georgia brings the pressure.
Dumas Johnson is lined up on the bottom of your screen defensive line-wise.
He's coming. Number 10's coming.
On third down, pass to the outside, incomplete. He had Shepard, but the pass was off to his left. Dalen Everett in on the coverage. It'll be fourth down. Beck working out of the gun. Edwards in the backfield. Beck has time. Beck zips it. It's complete. McConkey. And that's a huge bright spot for Georgia that he's healthy and running into the open fields. Inside Vanderbilt territory to the 45.
Another third down here for Georgia. Very likely 4-down territory here. So they could throw it if they have confidence they can get it on fourth down.
On third down, here we go. Beck looking to throw. Dancing in the pocket, middle of the field. Pass is complete. McConkey again. And McConkey inside the 25. Langston Patterson made the tackle.
Open green space, that's where you'll find Ladd McConkey.
Yeah, it's a gain of 13 yards. This is also an indication on how Beck has established these relationships with these wide receivers. Clock is winding down. That'll be the end of the first quarter. 7-7. Vanderbilt struck first. Georgia was able to answer, and now Georgia is moving the football as we get set for the second quarter.
He said one side or the other is going to score, right? And if the defense holds them to a field goal, they look at that as a 4-point score for the defense.
Here's Bowers who gets the handoff, and Bowers inside the 5-yard line is down close to the 3.
Gurley and Chubb, but they like to throw it.
Second down and goal, and they'll hand it off to Milton, and Milton powers his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. That's his third touchdown run of the year. And it's 13-7 Bulldogs. Let's check in with Tiffany.
Thanks, Tom. It's time for the Reliable Connection presented by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet. Kirby Smart and Clark Lee are among the 10 current FBS head coaches who coach at their alma mater. Kirby Smart, a Georgia defensive back from 1995 to 98, and Clark Lee, a Vanderbilt fullback from 2002 to 2004, guys.
And I think it adds so much, Tiff and Ross, to being back at your alma mater, understanding what you want the culture to be.
Well, and obviously the SEC phrase, it just means more. It definitely means more when you're at your alma mater. There's no question.
Humphreys goes in motion to the outside. Seals on first down. He's in trouble, and he is going down. Smile Munden was there to get the sack, but he certainly had some help.
And that's a real bad sign for Vanderbilt there, because Seals started looking down at the rush. I mean, there was pressure from both sides, but watch him. He put his eyes down right here. Eyes down, starts looking at the defenders. You got to get rid of it.
They're 39% on the year, 7th in the SEC. They're just going to hand the ball off and just get some breathing room. And not much is there for Cedric Alexander.
Because he clears out the coverage,
absolutely,
Tom, for the other receivers. He's almost a decoy on a lot of these plays.
Speaking of other receivers, that was Lovett in motion. Beck's looking long. Beck's got a man, and it's incomplete. Arian Smith had it, and it went right through his hands. Barry, he comes up with his hands out away from his body, but he didn't really do a whole lot except for get beat on that.
No, that's a drop by Arian Smith. He's had that issue at times this year. He's got track speed. Watch it just go right through his hands. And that's been the issue with Arian Smith. Get many opportunities like that.
Yeah, and he said, we're working on it with him. We're working on it every day in practice with him. They hand the ball off. It's Milton, and Milton, with some misdirection, is free toward midfield. Mahoney missed the tackle, and that's on Milton's foot speed.
Georgia to run the ball, but you know, they've had more success this year throwing the rock.
2nd down and 7. Beck's looking to throw. He brings the pocket out with him, throws. He's got McConkey, and McConkey bounces down past the first down marker to the 39. Glad he's worked himself out of that. First down for the 25.
Here it comes.
A little bit. They hand it off to Bowers. Edwards got it to Bowers. Bowers got a block from Beck. And a flag comes in, and Bowers is inside the 15-yard line, and he's slow to get up.
Bowers a little slow to get up. That obviously would not be good. And Beck, you called it a block.
Well, he was in his way.
That's all he did.
Number 15, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul with a replay.
Tom, I've been waiting my whole life. Oh, that's not good.
No.
Oh, man, that is not good.
Bowers goes down. Oh, look at that. He just punched the turf because he knows. So the athletic training staff is coming out to take a look at Brock Bowers. We'll step aside and be back. The day here in college football. Let's take a look at this last play, the hold and then the injury.
I don't know if I've ever seen a hold on a quarterback. Look at Beck. He's holding on to his undershirt. I don't know if Beck, that's not really a hold. That was self-preservation, I think, from Carson Beck. I don't know if he's ever been knocked backwards like that trying to block someone. You see Bowers get rolled up on a little bit at the end of that play.
Yeah, so he's going into the tent. He did walk off just like you just saw there, but there was certainly a gate. The tent, and then he was helped off the field heading into the locker room. Not a great sign. And you look here, most career receiving yards in Georgia school history. He's going to shatter so many records. But now, Kirby Smart.
Well, Vandy was almost going to get caught with 12 guys on the field. They were trying to substitute.
Right.
And Georgia did a nice job. That was smart by Kirby Smart. 3rd and 8 here for Georgia. Here comes Loudon McConkey. He's usually the 3rd down moneymaker to the left.
Play clock was down to 1. Here comes the blitz. Pass underneath to McConkey. And McConkey is trying to fight his way to the first down, but he's stopped at the 17. Again, C.J. Taylor comes up with his fist up, saying 4th down. That's the kind of job he can do.
Isn't it amazing how often they go to McConkey on 3rd down like that? Now, 4th down, Georgia not showing any inclination to kick the field goal here. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Obviously, they're an aggressive team. They like their offensive line. They feel like they can get these 2 yards. But with a contested game like this, I would have kicked the field goal here. I would go up 2 scores to make sure you're up 2 scores.
Well, they're 3 of 4 on 4th down this year. Kirby Smart's going down to the official. I wonder if he's going to ask for a timeout. No, he's just looking. They're going to hand the ball off to Milton, and Milton diving toward the 15. He's close. I think he's got it, but it depends on the spot.
Wow.
That is really close.
That is a gutsy call for Georgia. Just run inside zone on 4th and 2. It's going to come down to the measurement, Tom.
I think they stopped him, yeah. They stopped him. Wow, how about that spot? What a job by the Commodores.
You can see the yellow line there. Nice job by Lee to hit him in the backfield. Melton goes forward. Tough to see from that angle. when his knee was down. Obviously, he ended up past the line to gain.
It looked like it, yeah, you're right.
But obviously, this is one they'll probably take a look at, Tom. It's a significant play, and it's very, very close.
Xavier Truss is the injured offensive lineman who's down on the ground for Georgia.
Line the game.
All right, so here's Lee Hedrick.
After review, video evidence shows that the runner was not down and the line of game was met. It will be 1st and 10 for Georgia at the 15-yard line.
We appreciate Gene being part of the conversation. That's an excellent job there, but based on the replay that we saw.
Well, now who do you double? Ladd McConkey's not out there either. So both of the moneymakers for Georgia are not out there on 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, Beck looking toward the end zone. Pressure's coming. He throws. Incomplete. There was pressure. He intended it for Lovett. Clifton was in his face. We talked to him yesterday. He is a big kid and an athletic kid. Yard attempts. Beck is the holder. Good snap, and the kick is on its way. It's good. And Georgia extends its lead. It's 17-7 with 3:40 to play here in the first half. Well, Bowers is back out of the locker room, but he's heading somewhere else. We'll try to get an update. You can see he's limping as he's being helped along the back of the end zone.
And I don't care if you're a Georgia fan or a Vanderbilt fan. If you love college football, you love the way Brock Bowers plays this sport.
No doubt. McGowan calls for the fair catch inside the 5-yard line. All right, so 1st down to the 45-yard line. McGowan's in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, running to his left. There's not a lot of room, and he is met and knocked down. Tyke Smith makes the tackle for Georgia. Couple. Skinner is at the top of your screen for Vanderbilt. They've converted 1 3rd down so far.
Going to look to the bottom here.
He does peek to the bottom, now to the middle, and it's intercepted. Tyke Smith is having himself a series. It was intended for Quincy Skinner and Tyke Smith. Couple big tackles, and now the interception.
And makes a huge play. That's his 4th interception. And we're talking about a guy that just made the tackle the previous 2 plays. Look at that. Shoulder pads. He was a savage on that drive for sure.
So Georgia will take over. It'll be 1st down for the 45.
And the flip side is now they do have all 3 of their timeouts.
That's true. By the way, they have not recovered a fumble this year, but it's their 9th interception of the season. Now Beck trying to capitalize. Middle of the field. He's got Delp, and he's got a 1st down on his first catch. Coming up on the Geico Halftime Report, Adam, Rick, and BJ break down our first half and bring you highlights of today's early games. Beck will throw again on 1st down. Beck, this one, Lovett's got it. Wow, he was able to change his body and make the catch inside the 10. Mahoney got a little too close and a timeout called.
Yeah, Georgia needs to call a timeout there, and they do. Even though the clock still stops in the last 2 minutes, when you get a 1st down in college football, they have 3. You can't take them with you, and that'd be a long way for the linemen to run, and they might lose some time there.
That's a 30-yard pass play. We mentioned Lovett, the transfer from Missouri. Outstanding last year against Missouri. Wrapped up the Thanksgiving game with over 100 yards against Arkansas. Big-time transfer from the 4 for Georgia.
And even that interception, it was 3rd down. So the clock would have kept running if it wasn't the change of possession.
All right, so 2nd and goal inside the 5-yard line.
And McConkey's back in the game at the bottom of the screen. He always finds the open space.
He's right next to Delp. They're going to throw the left side. Caught. Touchdown, Lovett. He's had himself a good series. And Georgia's on top 23-7. It's a 4-yard toss from Beck.
Really good design. Top of your screen. Love it. Looks like he's coming in motion and goes right back out. That is so tough.
You know, I watched that, and I thought maybe that stumble was going to cost him, but it didn't. He was so free.
And the big throw to Lovett. Georgia comes right back. I would expect Vandy to just take a knee here and go into halftime, although Georgia gets the ball to start the second half.
Well, there it is. He is just going to take a knee. Seals is So that'll wind the final seconds off the clock. It's Georgia 24 and Vanderbilt 7. Beck is 17 of 20 for 181 yards and 1 touchdown so far this afternoon. They say that he is a good processor. Well, he's a little bit more than that, and Georgia will receive the second half kickoff when we come back for the third quarter. 24-7. Georgia's taken the lead over Vanderbilt. Really impressive last 2 minutes for Georgia, being able to convert that turnover. Let's check in with Tiffany. Get set for this third quarter to get underway down here at Vanderbilt. It's 24-7. Georgia is on top, along with Ross Tucker and Tiffany Blackman, Gene Steratore. I'm Tom McCarthy. All right, so what are you thinking after the first half?
Well, it's just wild how thin the margins are in college football, right? I mean, it feels like Vanderbilt's been right there, but certain plays, the missed field goal, the Van Pran fumble that he picked up, the 4th and 2, the Teddy Smith interception, just crazy.
All right, so our 4 first half game trends. Walk us through this.
Brock Bowers getting injured in the second quarter, certainly one of the most notable things of the game so far. Carson Beck playing very well, continuing what he did last week against Kentucky. And Kent Seals actually playing very well, with the exception of that interception at the end of the first half.
Yeah, we mentioned this before, that Georgia will get the football to begin the third quarter. So Muse and Bell are back deep to receive. I feel like this series could be one of the series of the game right now for Vanderbilt. Down 24-7. We're underway the third quarter. And Muse will try to return this one for Georgia. He's got some blockers. And he's taken down up to the 27-yard line. And a flag comes in late. C.J. Taylor on special teams makes the tackle.
Sit in this zone. Beck is going to find somebody, probably McConkey at the top. I like to see him bring some pressure.
Well, it looks like they're trying to bring some pressure. Beck is in trouble. He steps away from it. He's going to keep it himself. He has a blocker and a first down. C.J. Taylor came up and made the tackle, but it was too late. And that was excellent recognition on Beck, because he felt the pressure from the outside.
You know, he's not Stetson Bennett as an athlete, Tom, but he's good enough. There's Green. Van Pran actually missed his block.
Taylor was showing blitz. He comes up, he swats it in the air, and he dives for it. And I think he may have gotten it. They're going to say incomplete, but what a play by C.J. Taylor.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass as the ball hit the ground. Third down.
I don't know. That is a tough one. I thought he cupped that left hand.
Keep watching. I think he got it.
Yeah, I do too.
His hands were underneath the ball. That is an unbelievable play by C.J. Taylor. They need to take another look at this. It was enough to overturn it. But I don't think they're going to overturn it here.
All right, here we go. Here's the answer.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. It is an incomplete pass.
All right, so they say it stands. And Gene, we appreciate it as always. It does not defeat what C.J. Taylor just did, and this is why NFL scouts like him so much. Watch his reaction when they come up with the decision.
Situation, the man-to-man coverage at the top of the screen.
Yeah, Lovett's in the slot at the top. He's number 6. Beck dancing in the pocket, looks left, not much is there. Rolls, pressure's coming. Taylor slows him up, and he's hit and taken down. Nate Clifton is back in the game and making his presence known, but give credit to C.J. Taylor, and that's a huge stop. Yeah, this will be a 44-yard field goal attempt. Taylor was slow to get up, but he is off the field.
Ideally, Beck would have not taken that sack and thrown it away, but better to take the sack and still be in field goal range than to just throw it up for grabs.
Freshman's longest field goal of the year is 42. This one will be 44 yards. Beck is the holder. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way. It's got plenty of leg, and it is good. The freshman, career long, season long. 27-7. Georgia's on top. Man, did they chew up some clock. Justin Ball, the tight end, is off the line of scrimmage in the slot. And Seals throws to his right, has McGowan. Along the numbers, McGowan is able to get a first down and more. Malachi Starks makes the tackle.
To get these 8 yards. And they got the bunch set to the left.
On third down, Seals, he has time, and he overthrows his intended receiver. It was Humphreys, and now it's fourth down.
So Clark Lee has a book that he goes by in terms of these decisions. There's no hesitation here. They're going to go for it, and this is the right decision to go for it.
Yeah, as you said, You're down 27-7. You have not had the season you expected off of last year, getting a couple of SEC victories. They're 5 of 16 on 4th downs this year. This is a long one, though.
And Shepard is in the slot to the left along with McGowan. So we'll see if now Shepard's out wide. We'll see if Seals gives number 14 an opportunity.
Yeah, just trying to let him make a play. Pressure's coming. Seals rolls the pocket to the right, throws on the run, and it is caught! Wow! Shepard diving catch inside the 5.
Well, he gave him an opportunity, all right. Vandy's going to go hurry up right on the football. This is usually quarterback sneak or quick inside zone give to the running back.
First trip to the red zone this year. He's going to keep it himself and into the end zone, but this play's blown dead. Are they going to look at the last play?
Prior to the snap, the previous play is under review.
Let's take a look. Oh, that's a beautiful catch.
He's got it.
That is a beautiful catch by Will Shepard. That is incredible. We just said, is he going to give him a chance or not? That's his guy. And Shepard rewards Seals for the opportunity. Love the fact, by the way, that Vanderbilt tried to snap that ball really quickly because in case it wasn't a catch, you don't want to give the replay guys a lot of time to look at.
All right, but if you're Clark Lee, are you upset that they blew this dead? It looked like it was fairly obvious.
Yes, I am, but what are you going to do about it? I mean, it's a critical play. They got to take a look at it. It's a critical play.
After the review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Is it a catch? First down, Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Clark Lee is upset on the sidelines. He is being held back by one of his coaches. I think his thought was the same thing, that we had a chance to go right into the end zone.
I understand, but they need to do that. By the way, I give them, the officials, credit there. When it's that obvious, they don't need to go under the hood, right?
All right, well, here we go. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Alexander is in the backfield.
So they went with a zone read on the last play. Man, when you're this close, you just got to run it, right? I mean, whether it's the running back Alexander or it's Seals taking it himself, they got a big offensive line. Use them. 2 tight ends in the ball game and some shifting going on. And I think one of the tight ends, Cameron Johnson, moved.
False start on the offense, number 48. 5-yard penalty, and it remains first down.
So what Georgia did there is that's called stemming the front. They moved the defensive line laterally, and look at the right side of your screen, 48. They move laterally, and he flinches. He's a freshman tight end. This might be as loud of a stadium as he's ever been in at that moment, and he sees those guys move, and it flinches him a little bit. That's smart by Georgia to call that stem of the front up front.
So with 1:04 to play in the 3rd quarter, it's a 5-yard penalty, moves it back to the 6.
Remember, Shepard is still the touchdown maker. He's at the top of your screen, man-to-man against Leverett.
Here's McGowan, jet sweep to his left, nothing's there, and he is stopped. Bullard, the junior. Tyke Smith, the senior, came in to clean it up.
Well, I've watched enough Georgia football that you're not going to make a lot of money running laterally against those guys. I mean, their linebackers and secondary run so well. Look at all of them. I mean, even if Bullard doesn't make that play, Munden was gonna. They even got defensive line in the frame.
So it'll be 2nd and goal. Clock is winding under 20 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. A lot of Georgia fans here. This place is alive.
Shepard is now in the slot to the right. He is terrific body control.
They hand it off, and Alexander gets down maybe to the 3-yard line. And Smile Munden makes the tackle, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Each team has possessed the ball 1 time in this quarter. Can Vanderbilt punch it in? We'll find out when we come back for the 4th quarter. The half was 8 minutes and 38 seconds. On 1st down, Delp, again, he's in there for the injured Brock Bowers. Wow. Edwards, he pressed the juke button again. He pressed it 3 different times, and he's inside Vandy territory.
Still no McConkey in the game for Georgia, so then Lovett in the slot to the left becomes the other guy they like on these choice routes.
He has 63 yards in the air. Pass is complete. Delp's got it, and Delp down to the 31. Again, there's no Brock Bowers, out with a first-half injury, and Delp steps up to make the catch. Beck takes the snap. He's looking toward the end zone, looking toward the middle, and it is incomplete. Ra Thomas went sliding in the middle of the field and couldn't pick it up. Team in the country.
It's a six-man box on defense, so Vandy has an extra guy in there to stop the run.
Capers showing blitz. Beck rolls the pocket, throws on the run. Short hops his intended receiver. It was intended for Delp. Ra Thomas was in the area too. So now it'll be 4th down, and here comes the place kicker for Georgia.
Yeah, I think I agree with this decision because I know it's still a 2-score game, but then Vandy has to get 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. So this is the right decision to make sure you go up by 16 in my mind, because even if a 2-point play is a 50-50 proposition, now you're making Vandy have to do it twice.
Yeah, Woodring's also already 2 for 2 today. This will be a 30-yarder. He's made a career-high 44-yarder this afternoon. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. All right, so it's 30-14, 2-score game, 9:05 to play. Here and down 16. Humphreys in motion. They hand the ball off. Oh man, was that a read? How about Michael Williams? Wow.
Well, I said Georgia might not have some of the same guys up front. That's a guy. Number 13, Michael Williams, going to come from the right side of your screen. Right there, look at him lock out the left tackle and make the play. Wow. I mean, he's really thought of as a pass-rushing defensive end. To be able to lock out the tackle, extend, and make the play shows he can do both.
This is a big one. Georgia showing blitz. Seals to his left. And in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Junior Sherrill. But here's the thing, he was still going to be shy of the first down marker.
Even if he caught it, he wasn't going to get the first down. Georgia behind the chains. Now they probably can't just try to run the ball down your throat.
Yeah, so 2nd down and long. Again, Delp playing a lot more today with Bowers' injury in the first half. Bowers is an excellent blocker. And Taylor will intercept the football. He's inside the 10, the 5, trying to shoulder his way to the end zone. He's knocked out of bounds by Beck.
What a hit by Carson Beck! That is one of the best. Oh no.
Yeah, Taylor is hurt.
Oh,
he got nipped up earlier. He's holding his left knee.
No.
Well, the athletic training staff was over there quickly. They'll take care of him. Clark Lee is there as well. 6:17 to play here in the 4th quarter. Beck with the interception there, his 4th of the season.
The ball, I think, got tipped at the line of scrimmage, and I thought Taylor was going to walk into the end zone.
Yeah.
What an effort by Carson Beck to lay his body on the line.
And then his leg just got caught. Taylor's did. We'll take a time. Helped off the field. He got up during that timeout. Was being sort of carried off, and then he decided to walk himself. Here's the play off the interception.
I can't believe Carson Beck did that. Most quarterbacks would not do that, and that might save a touchdown.
Yeah.
Carson Beck laying his body on the line for the Bulldogs.
Well, 1st and goal from the 1. It's 30-14. Seals to Alexander into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. And now they'll go for 2 here.
Yeah, they got to stop celebrating and get back in the huddle, but they need the 2-point conversion. Stars comes with a blitz from the top. You throw the ball to Shepard at the top of the screen.
Alexander in motion, the running back off the play fake. Seals has it tipped at the goal line. The 2-point conversion is denied. Kamari Lassiter got his hand on it.
Below 5 seconds before they snap it. Every first down at this stage of the game is essentially worth almost 2 full minutes to the Bulldogs.
Edwards again. Edwards got a first down and more. He's inside Vanderbilt territory. He could go. He's basically got one man to beat along the sidelines, and he's out of bounds. Jalen Mahoney knocked him out of bounds. That was the one guy. McConkey with another really good block.
Beck keeping the ball or a play-action pass, probably be wide open. And they got the big guy.
Yeah, Micah Morris. Micah Morris, the offensive lineman, is in at fullback. They give it to Edwards to his right into the end zone. Basically untouched. And Georgia's on top, 36-20 with 3:13 to play here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, they got to hurry up.
They need to get out of bounds and they need to get chunk yardage.
On third down, pressure's coming. He's going long for Shepard, and it is incomplete. Nearly intercepted by Bullard. Bullard and Lassiter took each other out on that one.
Lassiter right there. Perfect coverage again, and Bullard tries to high point the ball. Just too many collisions there for him to be able to bring it in.
And Vanderbilt's going to punt.
Vanderbilt was a couple plays away from being right in this thing till the very, very end.
On third down and 2, Jones will try to run for the first down. He does, and he runs for a little bit more. In fact, he may run for a couple days. He's dragged down at the last moment.
Same play.
Savion Riley was able to take him down with 41 seconds left. Yeah, Beck with victory formation. 25 seconds left. And that'll wind the clock down. And Georgia will extend its winning streak to 24 consecutive games as they win it by a final score of 37-20. And again, as we mentioned, there's a number of different streaks that Georgia has rolling right now. Most importantly is they're number 1 in the country, and they're now 7-0. It's their 13th 7-0 start in school history.
Well, all of their streaks, the consecutive games, the regular season wins, the SEC wins.
Look at that.
I mean, those are ridiculous. We're talking about the SEC.
Let's check in with Tiffany, who's with Kirby Smart.